Hallå och välkomna tillbaka till Aokana. Den serien som jag lägger ut ett avsnitt av varje dag. Och nu har jag inte lagt ut någonting på typ en månad. För att ärligt talat så var jag inte jätteintresserad. Jag gillar den här version novelen. Den är faktiskt ganska underhållande, men jag kände på mig att nu kommer det komma ett långt sportsegment här som jag egentligen inte är jätteintresserad utav. Så jag har skjutit upp det lite grann, men jag ska försöka ta mig förbi det här. Jag tror det kommer vara ett långt sportsegment, men vi får se. Morning guys. Jag minns inte liksom hur någon låter eller någonting. Oh, Shirase-san, good morning. Morning.
It seems you worked out a lot to prepare for the tournament. Now, Yagi-kun, Yagi-kun, your picks are looking really tight now. I bet that'll help you win your match.
It's all thanks to you, really. I just followed your advice. Say, do you want to run your fingers down my abs?
No, it would be my pleasure.
Maybe don't do that in public. What's wrong with filling up a nice pair of abs? Come, join us. Become one of us, Masaya. Ja. Nu har jag liksom typ glömt bort vem som är vem här nästan. Yeah, I'd rather not. More importantly, did you see the masked Skywalker who just walked by?
Masked Skywalker?
A person in a mask just walked by. Must have missed them. I didn't see anything. Jag kommer ihåg hans röst. Hans röst var typ den här. Must have missed them. I didn't see anything. Zero, zilch, up, nada, nothing. Well, a player in a mask. Interesting. I wonder who came up with that idea.
You know something, don't you?
No way. I just found out from you, I swear. Man, it's really interesting, right?
What do the rules say? Kind of feels like it wouldn't be allowed.
Well, wearing a mask just limits your vision, so it would never give anyone a leg up. Pretty sure there's nothing against it in the rules.
Is this some weird plan to attract attention on TV?
Maybe they're just embarrassed. Like someone seeing their face might make them do worse, you know? En morgon vaknade jag. Jag tittade mig själv i spegeln. Och sen dess. You know. Alltså varför känns det som att det inte händer något när jag trycker på enter?
But wearing a mask seems way more embarrassing.
Liksom jag trycker på enter men det händer ingenting.
What kind of person would be that shy?
Well, your opponent could get an advantage if they can read your facial expression, you know? Maybe they're trying to avoid that. Anyway, it shouldn't be against the rules. Pretty sure. Alltså, jag vet inte fan. Jag tror det är lite svårt att läsa ansiktsuttryck när man är liksom flera meter. Jag vet inte hur långt de kan tänkas vara. Det står säkert någonstans för de har ju gått igenom den här sporten väldigt mycket. Och jag kan ju tänka mig att de säkert är så här 100 meter ifrån varandra eller någonting. Maybe they're trying to it shouldn't be against the rules. Pretty sure. How is he so familiar with those rules? Does he actually know something? Well, no point thinking about it now, since we get to see them in action once the tournament starts. Say, what are you doing here, Shirase-san?
Are you involved with the tournament?
A little. I got a stall here. I'm selling souvenirs like t-shirts and towels.
Oh, I'd like one of those t-shirts.
Drop by any time. The Shirase Sky Sports stall is owned by the parking lot.
I kind of doubt anyone would actually wear a souvenir t-shirt like that, though.
Does stuff like that actually sell? Players often buy towels and other small things they forgot at home. Well, that and stuff to help prevent heat strokes. I stocked up on stuff for that already, but it makes sense that some people didn't come prepared. People in the audience are usually more prone to heat strokes than the players. Nah, flying circus gravity shoes are also a hot ticket item. Huh? People buy those at the actual tournament? I doubt he's talking about players. Jag fick precis positiv från HelloFresh. Fri frakt och rabatt. Med den här rabattkoden så är det någon så här unik rabattkod, men samtidigt går man in på deras hemsida så är det säkert det här erbjudet och mer till allihopa, så man behöver nog inte ens ha någon rabattkod. Vem vet? Jag vet inte. Jag hade varit nyfiken på att testa HelloFresh kanske, men jag har hört ifrån många personer att de är när man väl ska liksom avprenumerera så lämnar de inte än i fred. De ringer och mejlar och postar och allt möjligt. Vilket låter lite jobbigt, så att jag har inget intresse av att hålla på då. Men annars hade jag gärna testat, men jag vill inte bli stalkad efter det. I doubt he's talking about players. Jag menar, fri frakt och rabatt på 5 kassar, ja. Det kan säkert vara värt det, bara testa, kul grej. Men I doubt he's talking about players. I'm not. I mostly sell starter kits for people in the audience who want to try out flying circus after watching some matches. I see, you're spreading the joy of flying circus. You're so naive, Asuka. Joy Schmoy, he's just trying to strike it rich. Fan vad... Joy Schmoy. My sales depend on how flashy the matches are, so get out there and capture the hearts of the audience. This isn't pro flying circus, so don't expect much from us. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Well, good luck out there. Thank you. Shirase-san. I follow after him after he walks away. What's wrong? I know you'll be busy with your stall, but can you please come watch our matches? I can, but why? I want to hear what you think of each of them. They'll help me design custom training regimens for them after the tournaments. I got it. I tend to be pretty blunt though, that's fine. More than fine. That's exactly what I want. Okay then, I'll make sure to watch their matches. Thanks. Shirase-san waves his hand casually and walks off toward his stall. I wonder what he'll think of Asuka and Misaki. They're both pretty talented in their own ways, which makes me think flying circus suits them well. But unfortunately, I'm not sure how to best coach them. Misaki's talent is easy to read, but Asuka is hard to grasp. So maybe, just maybe, Shirase-san can offer some sound advice. Arika? Vem är Arika? Är det hon den där newspaper-tjejen? Mashiro! Wait, that voice. Hey there, Mashiro! Wow, you're actually into flying circus, huh? You don't need to sound that excited about it. Oh, go away, right? Yeah, this is definitely Mashiro's childhood friend. Haven't seen her in a while. So, what do you want, Arika? I'm here to declare war, well, obviously. What? I've been looking forward to this day ever since you told me you were going to be in the tournament. Notice anything about my outfit? Wait, don't tell me... That's right, I'm a starter. Ah. Wow. Oku's school, Shito Susan, is one of the best in the area. They rank either second or third in overall flying circus skill. Competition would have been fierce, but she still somehow managed to claim one of the top spots. Incredible. Okus is acting like it's no big deal, but she must have worked her ass off to get that good. No, I did all this to get a chance to fight you. You really are persistent, you know. It's one-upping me that important to you.
Are you happy? No, I'm annoyed. Buzz off. How can you say that when I worked so hard to get here? I never asked you to do that. And also, what's with this bracket? We'll only ever meet in the grand finals. Ugh, make sure you get there, okay? I definitely will. Yeah, no way that's happening. Don't give up right away, silly. Like I doubt I'll make it either, but I'm at least acting confident. Why bother doing something so pointless? Guess God decided it was too early for our epic duel, but that ends with this tournament. Make sure we meet in the fall tournament, okay?
Tell that to the tournament officials, not me.
If we don't get matched up against each other in the fall tournament, I'll challenge you on the street.
Do that and I'll call the cops and say I got a stalker on my tail. Despite her objections, Mashiro looks pretty happy. I suppose that's just how childhood friends are, unless I'm misinterpreting something anyway.
Oh, I didn't notice you there, Tanny. Don't call me Tanny.
Misaki's timing is impeccable. She chimed in just in time to make Okose blow up on her. Okose doesn't understand Mashiro and Misaka's relationship, and as a result, she sees Misaki as a threat. And to make matters worse, Misaki tends to tease Okase whenever they meet, which keeps them from resolving their issues. Guess I should just keep watching for now.
Nothing about me's even changed. How did you not recognize me? I wonder. Give me an actual answer, please. Hey, how many times do I have to tell you to quit barking at Misaki-senpai? Also, what was that please for exactly? I'll get scolded if I'm impolite to older people. By who? Besides, I don't have any problems with your, anymore. No, I don't know. Stop beating around the bush. It's not like you. Ahem.
Oh, what's wrong with her? She's acting like something's stuck in her throat.
Cut her some slack, Mashiro. It's probably a big deal, so give her some time to start from the top. You're just trying to put more pressure on me. Cut it out. Oh my. You're being rude to your elders yet again, Arika. What the... Ah.
A nice pair of fair-skinned arms spring out from behind Okose and wrap themselves around her neck. When I look up close, I see a girl who looks rather mature standing behind Okose. Though maybe I only think that because of their height. I feel like I've seen her before. She must be the girl we saw with Okose back in May.
Big sis. As her older sister, I must apologize for my little Arika's rude behavior. It seems our private lessons have yet to bear fruit. Older and younger sister? Now how does that work exactly? Wait, who are you even?
We're helt still there.
Oh, right. You haven't met her yet. This is my Ogeniko. She's Arika's upperclassman. You know about the special program they have at Shitozusen, right?
What special program?
Oh, I've heard about it. The SOERS program, I think. They use it to pair off younger and older female students to help deepen the bonds.
My Ogeniko directs a graceful bow at Misaki.
Nice to meet you. Same.
She seems a lot like Sato-in-san, but with the politeness dialed up to 11. This is weird.
We meet again.
Yeah, hi. Her long and slender arms appear loving as they wrap around Okose's neck, but I can't help but think it also kind of looks like a collar. Maybe that's just because she's turned meek and docile like a tiny kitten.
You're a bad girl, Arika.
Så what the fuck händer där bakom? Det ser ut som en jävla svampar typ. Vad ska man säga? What to say? Cursed coal mine. I have a cursed coal mine here. For whatever. A cursed coal mine. Vadå? Okej. Eller på att kolla på lite andra grejer här i bakgrunden. Det är ju sånt jag inte ska göra, men det blir bara så. I'm sorry, big sis. Please spare me just this once. She flashes a soft smile as she chuckles. No can do. You're such a sadist. Okusa struggles in an attempt to escape, but it's no use. Don't worry your pretty little head, Arika. I won't dream of actually hurting someone I love. No, big sis. Augustus' voice is suddenly all soft and sweet. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought it possible mere moment ago. Why do I have heartburn right now? It would be great if we could face each other in the tournament. Right. It may not be possible here, but the fall tournament would make a fine substitute if necessary. Also, I more than welcome any practice matches between our schools, so feel free to ask for some at any point. Oh, thanks. I'm sure we'll take you up on that offer eventually. I wonder, is everyone at Shito Susan like them? Guess I'll just have to head there to find out. Big sis! Okusa lets out a sugary voice as she trembles in Ganeko-san's embrace. Oh my Arika, I suppose we will have to pick up this conversation at another time. Guess she finally realized that this is pretty damn awkward. Well then, I'll be looking forward to our matches. Okusa composes herself at the exact moment, as if Ganeko-san's words were some cue. Don't lose before the grand finals, Mashiro. Who cares about that? Listen, you kept nagging me about Misaki, but now you... I'll see you later. Hey, don't run away! What should I say? Okusa and Ganeko-san just tore through us like a typhoon, confusing everyone. They are a pretty unique pair, aren't they? Misaki-senpai, we can't lose to them. Why even compete? I forfeit. No, wait. I don't even have to do that since we're not playing the same game. Haha, yeah. I mean, they seem to be the real deal. Hey, don't make it sound like I'm a fraud. They opened my eyes to a whole new world. How exciting. You might want to reword that sentence, Asuka. Mayu Ganeko, huh? What's up? Did watching them change the way you feel about other women? Of course not. It's just that her name rings a bell. Madoka fiddles with her phone for a bit after saying that. I knew it. Mayu Ganeko's a big shot. What's that supposed to mean? Like in bed or whatever? Why would that be on Madoka's phone? I mean, I don't know. Madoka could swing that way, right? Maybe she's been hiding the fact that she's been after me this whole time. You can never be too careful. Don't start talking about your crackpot theories. Even Asuka could want me. What? Quit fooling around already. Listen, Shino-san may be the favorite to win this tournament, but Ganeko-san is his main competition. Råkade jag skippa något där? Nej. Whoa, she's that good. Says here that she's never finished outside the top 4. Plus, she even won a couple tournaments that Shino-san didn't participate in. That's good. It would be a huge letdown if she was weak, since she came out here to challenge us. Considering the bracket, I doubt any of you will face her here, but she's still a sophomore, so I'm sure you'll meet in the future. In other words, she will be a rival. Get on her level before you say that again. I'll do my best. I notice a bunch of familiar faces behind Asuka as I watch her nod vigorously. Ja, får jag komma vidare då? Så jag fattar inte vad som händer. Alltså varför är alla personer här? The Takafuji Academy Flying Circus Club is here. Doesn't seem like they're here to get a look at the bracket. I think they're trying to find a good spot to start warming up. Oh, good morning. Shino-san responds with a silent nod. I see. Guys, let's head over to that large tent. That's a good idea. Huh? We aren't going to talk to them? No. Some of us are facing them in the first round, remember? Talking to your opponent before a match is kinda awkward, don't you think? Maybe you're right. Can't say I care. Maybe you don't, but they might. Come on, let's go. Okay. Ichinose seems to want to say something, but she holds her tongue. Makes sense, since this isn't exactly the best time to talk. Sure, you can spend plenty of time together after a match, but hanging out and chatting before one just make things harder for the players involved. Sugarcoat it all you want, but at the end of the day, winning is all that matters. Flying circus isn't a combat sport, so people generally don't get injured, but emotional trauma is another story altogether. I see Ichinose open her mouth slightly as she walks by me. I'm not going to lose. Whatever you say. Miyazaki doesn't budge an inch as he gives that nonchalant reply. And then... That was most inappropriate. I hear Sato-san scolding Ichinose. However, we all just walk away instead of reacting. Man, I was trying to avoid making things awkward too. Miyazaki groans unhappily. Don't worry about it. I'm not, but... It's not what you think, though, I swear. Then what is it? I don't know, it's hard to put into words. Miyazaki stares down at her own toes as she says that. There's no real routine to follow at the start of a flying circus tournament, so everyone is just scattered around the beach as the opening ceremony begins. The tournament chair begins with a short welcome speech, then proceeds to go over the rules and safety precautions. After it finishes, fireworks streak upward into the beautiful blue sky and explode with a soft bang. And with that... It's starting! Yeah. Jag undrar vart min katt tog vägen. The tournament finally begins. This tournament is supposed to have a grand total of 64 Alltså jag är inte jätteintresserad av den här jävla sporten. Tyvärr. Jag vet inte om jag... Nu var det typ 2 månader sedan, eller 1,5 månad sedan jag spelade in något avsnitt. Jag tror att jag säkert snabbspolade igenom det här för att kolla hur lång tid det skulle ta. Och det tog förmodligen jättelång tid. Så att jag tror att det är därför jag har någorlunda koll på det. Jag är inte så värst taggad på det. Men samtidigt så är det liksom... Samtidigt så är det liksom... Det är väl bara det man får ta sig igenom. Jag gillar den här vision noveln i övrigt, så jag vill bara ta mig igenom den här jävla matchen. Det känns som att efter den här matchen kommer jag säkert börja komma in på folks route, så då kommer det nog bli mycket mer intressant igen. This tournament is supposed to have a grand total of 64 matches. Still, I'm sure it will be far less in the end. People tend to drop out for a variety of reasons, which always cuts down the number significantly. Though, even if they took that into consideration, there will be too many matches for one day. And that's why we're only doing the first round today. The rest of them all take place on the second day. Make sure to watch the schedule closely. You need to start warming up 2 matches early. Got it! But that will just tire me out. Just trust me, okay? Otherwise you might end up getting knocked out right away. The human body can't just go from 0 to 100 on command.
fine. I just hope I can at least make it look like a real match. Look, Saturn-san may be good, but she's not unbeatable. I'm gonna do everything in my power to help you pull out a win, so you better do the same. Cool it with a dry laugh, Mashiro. You're already low odds are taking a nosedive. Didn't you promise Misaki a miracle earlier? What order are we going in? Shion's first, then Mashirochi, Misaki, and finally Asuka-chan. Let's see, I got 30 minutes until press to Chion's match. Maybe I can use that time to scout his opponent. I have a strategy meeting with Chion before his match. Okay, I'll bring the hammer down on my first opponent. Listen, I don't know anything about this Saki Inui. Usually it's easy enough to find out the person's playstyle by asking around, but my hunt ended in vain. Only thing I learned is that she's transferred into Kairio Academy from overseas earlier this year. Well, I'm just gonna fly the same as always, so that's no big deal. I'm glad to hear you're confident. Anyway, there's something I wanted you to hear before this match. Go ahead, Hinata. Show no hesitation or mercy. Hit me with your best shot. Maybe you should save those lines for the match. Seems like his head's already in the game. Well, that's probably a good thing in this case. This stays between us, but I think you're the only one of our club members who has a shot at the title. Shion slowly shifts his gaze upwards after he hears me say that. That's funny. I'm serious. Explain. Why would you say that? Misaki probably has a 1% chance of beating Shindo-san. And that's a pretty generous estimate even. Aren't I in the same boat? No. You have something she doesn't that could help you crush him. I never say that this in front of her, and obviously I'll do everything I can to help her beat him, but that's what I truly believe. And she'd even admit it, but I bet even Misaki feels the same. Whatever. She'd never admit it. So, that's why I believe you have a legit chance of stealing a win. Fact of the matter is, you're probably a below average skywalker overall, but luckily you have a unique weapon that's hard to counter, and if you can use it right, no one will be able to stop you. His straight flight speed is unparalleled, which makes him hard to beat if he can just reach top speed, and that's something no opponent would ever expect. If he ignores every other aspect of the game, he can reach the second boy within 30 seconds, and from there he can clear each line within 25 to 30 seconds. That speed of his is comparable to a professional speeder's. Only difference is, actual pros have more to their game than pure speed. In other words, he's basically a glass cannon. And that may have had its drawbacks, but it also has its own sets of strengths. Okej, tar en liten drickapaus här. Sure, he hasn't won anything yet, but I think that can mostly be chalked up to bad luck. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, since most like to say there's no luck involved in sports. Jag tror det finns tur involverat i alla sporter. Alltså jag tror inte det finns någon sport som inte har med tur att göra. Alltså, där det i alla fall är liksom en del i det. Jag menar, du kan ha tur nog att din motståndare inte har kunnat sova på hela natten. Gör jättedåligt från sig. Det är tur. Lucky for you. But I'm sticking to my guns here. Things could get dicey if your opponent stops you from reaching top speed early. You're saying I can't win if they do? Basically, yeah. But if you manage to not get shut down on the second line, it will be hard for anyone to catch you. And that is his one shot of beating any opponent. That's why I think you're the only one of us who could beat Shindo-san. It's still a long shot though. I understand. Odd. I expected him to be a lot more excited after this little pep talk. I was sure my speech would help him. Is he gonna be okay?
No, there's no time to start doubting myself. As his second, I need to cheer him up. So yeah, Shion, let's make you the champion. Champion? Now that has a nice ring to it. Let's do this. Right, let's do this. Just make sure not to get stopped on the second line. You'll pull out a win. He's at least learned some simple feints, so maybe just maybe he can win. For better or worse, I've got to pull all my eggs in that basket. I've got this, spirit, spirit, spirit. Shion activates his gravity shoes and flights toward first. A girl approaches me with a smile on her face. She's wearing a headset, which must mean she's Kairyo's Academy's second. Huh? She doesn't look all that Japanese. Must be from overseas. Exakt, hon ser inte ut som alla andra, det gör hon visst, men okej. Hello! I wish you a good day! Huh? Oh, hi. Oh, it's nice to meet you. My name is Irina. She winks at me. Well, she seems nice enough. I'm Hinata. It's nice to meet you too. Irina-san gazes up at the girl who's flying toward first. That must be Saki Inui. This is the first tournament match for her in Japan, so... A smile suddenly blooms on her face as she thinks over her words. Oh, I know. Please go easy on her. How is that? That's the right phrase to use, yes? Is my Japanese okay? Yeah, it's fine, I think. Honestly, it sounds a little broken, but I'm getting the gist of it. You just said this is Saki Inui's first tournament match in Japan, right? Does that mean she's been in some overseas? Oh, she has. However, she's not very good, so go easy, please. Yeah, I hope you guys take it easy on us too. Yes. Irina-san trots away from me after that exchange. And since she's gone, I look up to Saki Inui. Let's put on a good show out there. Shion greets her in a friendly manner. I barely make out her reply through the headset. She sounds emotionless. Maybe she's just not used to speaking in Japanese because of her years playing flying circus overseas. I should have asked Irina-san what country they come from. General flying circus skills are a lot higher in America, Northern Europe and Southeast Asia. But that's not the case for much of the rest of the world. I take a closer look at her. She's rather short and skinny. Maybe she's one of those fighters that constantly zip around the field to attack and defend. Man, that would make her a bad matchup for president. Huh? Hold on, what kind of gravity shoes are those? They don't look like Misaki's, small grooves or invades. I've never seen anything like them before. Maybe they're from a small overseas manufacturer. Well, not like it really matters. Shion can only play in one specific way, so her style and equipment won't even factor into our game plan. Better start things off on a good note. Let's rumble. Yeah, I got this in the bag. The referee's voice reaches my ears through the headset, and then so does their whistle. It's time. Huh? Right as Shion starts to dive diagonally downward for a low JoJo, Inui does the same. Shion, Inui is also a speeder. Fine by me. Inui quickly overtakes Shion, so he ends up in her dust. What kind of speeder is she? There are ones who focus on initial speed and ones who focus on top speed. The fact that she's already ahead of Shion probably means she's an early speed type. And in that case, he has the clear advantage. Speeder versus speeder matches depend entirely on top speed. Luckily, Shion invested all his attribute points into maxing out speed, so there's no way he'll lose. Now, I wonder who's going to time their climb better. That'll be what sets the pace of the match. Skywalkers need to climb out of low JoJos in a gentle curve in order to maintain as much of their built-up speed as possible. Unfortunately, Shion is wearing gravity shoes that essentially lock his posture, so that isn't his strong suit. Well, whatever. We let her have the first line. We just need to pass her on the second one to take control of the match. Inui changes her flight trajectory with a light motion that appears to be little more than her raising her chin. She's good. That was extremely smooth. Guess that confirms that she focuses on the initial speed. Here I go! Shion also enters a climb, though he's noticeably slower than Inui. Plus, his motions are somewhat stiff. I swear they're like night and day. Inui uses the recoil from touching second to accelerate. Whoa. That was just as smooth as her low JoJo. The radius of the arc she flew was so narrow that it's hard to believe she's a speeder. Unlike most of them, she's using her smooth form and the boost from buoy touches to gain speed instead of relying on straight flight. I can see Shion calling that a cheap trick. This is weird. She'd make a better fighter or all-rounder with that skill set, so why is she a speeder? Well, whatever. The score is 0-1 now. There! Shion touches the boy and accelerates shortly after Inui. Of course, he doesn't get any points from that since you got to it first. The reason he didn't jump to the next line in spite of that is because he valued the speed boost from the boy more. Makes sense. Right now he needs to pick up speed. Closing the gap between them can come later. Okay, time to show them what you can do. I know. He assumes a forward bent position and accelerates rapidly. His opponent is no fighter or all-rounder, which means there's no way for them to stop him. There's no chance of his weak point being exposed, so he has no need to hold back. Go, Shion. Yahoo! Jeehaw! Oh! Oh! Huh? That's weird. Shion is picking up speed, and yeah, the gap between them is closing. It is, but it's not enough. Shion is as fast as always, which means Inui must be incredibly fast as well. I mean, the fact that he's catching up means he's still faster, but this is bad. I look toward her second, Irina-san. It may be taking longer than expected, but Shion is definitely gaining ground. However, she's not giving Inui any instructions. Instead, she's just looking up, all smiles. Does that mean she isn't even worried about him overtaking her? I cover the mic with my hand to keep President from hearing me take a deep breath. Calm down. I've got no reason to panic and shout out instructions right now. There's no doubt in my mind that Shion is catching up. In a match between two speeders who are as fast as them, the total score would probably go over 20. Losing 2 or 3 points this early is no big deal. Inui touches third and uses it to accelerate. It's 0-2 now. It's fine. If he keeps this up, Shion will win. Ugh. I grit my teeth. Inui touches third, bringing the score to 0-10. How did this happen? Shion kept nearly catching up to Inui during the second half of a line, but he never once managed to overtake her. There are 3 reasons for that. Number 1, Inui touches boys ahead of him. The boys may be made to move as little as possible, but they still shake a little right after getting touched, and it's hard to get a proper speed boost when it's shaking. Number 2, the 90 degrees curve you need to make whenever you switch to the next line. Since Shion is trying to overtake his opponent, he's constantly accelerating. Unfortunately, that also means he has to do a hard brake before the curve, which is extremely inefficient. And to make matters worse, he's also forced to fly a much larger arc than his opponents due to his playstyle. Ultimately, those 2 things combined to hit him with a massive drop in speed. Number 3, the position of pursuer. When it's fighter versus fighter, being behind your opponent is a huge advantage, since that makes it easier to score points. However, it's the other way around in a battle of speeders. If you touch your opponent anywhere, it'll throw both of you off balance. But they'll fly forward while you go backward. Due to that, you need to stay clear of your opponent's reach while you're trying to pass them. And since the one in front of is flying straight down the line toward a boy, you're forced to take the long way around. Enemies are masterfully using all three of those to neuter President Shion, who is technically faster than her. Seems Inoue is used to battling other speeders. If this keeps up, he won't even be able to mount a comeback. We have to turn the tide somehow, and fast. Shion. Hinata! He sounds excited. I have a suggestion. You better not tell me to do something as unmanly as touching her foot to knock her off course. Who cares if it's manly or not? Sure, you may overtake her at some point if you keep this up, but you'll lose any chance of winning. We need to do something before it's too late. Hinata, I'm having the time of my life out here. Huh? Speed is king. My goal is to be the fastest, and right now I'm racing someone who's faster than me. That means the only thing in my mind is passing her. This is a flying circus match, not a race. I know, but this is the one thing I've practiced these last 3 years. I won't resort to any dirty tricks. You're telling me to turn the tide, but how do you expect me to do that exactly? I'm already giving it all I've got. It's true that he's focused on nothing but speed, his whole career, but men om det flyger in flugor i munnen på dem när de håller på och pratar medan de flyger så här. But you are... I get it. I know what you're trying to say, and of course I want to win, but if I change up my playstyle now, what's the point? If I change up my playstyle, what's the point? I definitely remember holding that sentiment in the past. Sometimes it stopped being all about winning or losing. It didn't matter who I was playing or how the match was going. I just wanted to get all out and bring out my full potential. So long as I did that, nothing else mattered. I'm gonna fly. I know letting him do this would make me a bad second. I know I need to stop him. However, I also know there's no way I'll win that argument. Shion, slow down before touching the boys. You're going too fast, so making the turn to the next line always kills your speed. Got it. Go speed right past Inoue. Gotcha! The score reaches 0 to 22, but that's not important here. Shion has finally managed to catch up to Inoue. I'm about to smash right through the sound barrier, Hinata. Brace yourself for a sonic boom. Will do. There's no way to reach the speed of sound with gravity shoes, but who cares? He said he'd do it, so I just have to believe in him. Take this! And at last, Shion passes Inoue. Ah! Now he's in front, so he's got no way of stopping him with smart positioning. It's time. Go beyond light speed. Gotcha! He reaches unimaginable speeds. Go, Shion! The crowd starts to make a commotion as they take in the miracle before them, but that quickly transforms into cheers. The venue is filled with thunderous applause. Here I go! He doesn't slow down before fourth. And then he was never seen again. There! He touches fourth, bringing the score to 1. Men när är matchen slut? Är det efter viss tid? Jag fattar inte. Whoa! Unable to turn, Shion keeps jetting forward in a straight line, shooting outside the field. And then he was never seen again. And at that exact moment, I hear the sound of the whistle yet again, which signals the end of the match. You actually pulled it off. The fastest possible speed is the speed of light, yeah? Yeah. I've still got a long way to go. Jag vet inte varför det var kul, men... Right. But hey, that also means I got a lot of room to grow. Definitely. Thanks, Hinata. You helped me out. That's not true. I'm gonna keep flying around for a bit. Sorry. I'm leaving things down there to you. No sweat. You did great, Shion. Thanks. I hear the sound of his mic cutting out. And then, as I look toward him, I see inertia carrying him outside the tournament venue. I'm all stuck. I let the tension escape my shoulders and cast my eyes down. I really thought he had a chance of winning the tournament. Admittedly, it was only a small chance, but as his coach, I'm responsible for this failure. Huh? I hear someone approaching me from behind. That's amazing. If lines was 50 meters longer or playing time double, we would have lost. That's true, but there's no point dealing in what ifs. What was that about going easy on her? She's way too good. It was lucky matchup. She is really not that good. She just knows how to fight the other speeders. Really? Yes. She smiles as she gives me that short response. Question. What kind of gravity shoes are those? Agravians from Avalon. Agravians from Avalon. I've never heard of that manufacturer model. They're from the future. Small famous. Does she mean it's not very well known? Wait, but then why famous? Thanks for the info. Good luck with the rest of your matches. I'll be rooting for you. No, thank you. That's so kind of you. She says that with a brilliant smile on her face, then spins around and runs off to Inui. She doesn't look all that strong. I wonder what she's due against fighters or all-rounders. Strange. That faintly smiling, yet mostly expressionless look on her face is stuck in my head. Oh, she's... How did I not know this earlier? She's that girl I met at the terminal near my place. I see. No wonder her form was so beautiful. She's a flying circus player, huh? Huh? Where's Shion? Ingen aning vart han är. Kommer nog aldrig mer se honom i hela Wish-novelen. Vi ska ta och avsluta nu. Grejen är, jag tror inte de här matcherna, så det är fortfarande 3 matcher kvar, så jag tror det här kommer ta ett tag. Nu har det gått 50 minuter. Vi ska ta och avsluta. Så kommer jag tillbaka imorgon igen och då jag ska spela in ett avsnitt till direkt nu när jag ändå har lite flyt här. Men jag vet inte, jag är inte jätteintresserad av den här sporten. Tack för att ni har tittat på det här avsnittet i alla fall utav Aokana. Så hörs vi igen imorgon. Tills dess får ni det bra. Hej då!